Hey yo, what's poppin', everyone? It's your boy AcidMonkeyKart. I just wanted to thank you guys for supporting me, you know, going along with me in my journey, man. People said I wasn't even gonna go and make it this far, you know? But you know, I'm so glad that you guys are here and that we went as a community, we made it to 1K! This thing on? Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my room. I mean, I know you guys haven't been here since like what, the end of my 2023 video, right? But yeah, we're back. You know, nothing new has happened, nothing's changed, you know, same old room, same old dude. But man, I can't believe we reached 1K. It's just I didn't think we were gonna reach here, especially within 2 years, you know? I mean, like, I had high hopes of me reaching it, like, within 1 year, but when I first started off YouTube, I was like, man, it's really hard to grow on YouTube. Like, it's really hard. You have to put in a lot of work to go and grow on YouTube. And, I mean, like, I knew what I was getting into when I started this channel, but it was just, you know, sometimes I lose motivation. And that's why I gotta thank you guys, because, like, seeing you guys' comments in the comment section really gives me a lot of motivation, you know? Like, just seeing you guys like and you know, comment, and especially, you know, since I'm getting subscribers, I mean, you guys definitely enjoy the content, so that helps me out a lot, man. So thank you guys. And I also want to thank all my friends and family, you know, because like without them, some of these videos wouldn't have happened. I mean, like with some of my skits and even with the intro that you guys saw, like I had to have a friend to go and basically help me with that. Like my boy Carlos, like he be putting in work out here, man. He be helping me record some of these skits. Also my roommate, he's also been helping me record some skits too, like whenever Carlos can or whatever. And I also want to thank my editors. Let's start off with my first editor. With my first editor, he kind of convinced me to go and make YouTube videos, not gonna lie. I mean, with him, it was like, so I met him over a game of Valorant, right? And pretty much I was telling him that I do content, but I do content on Twitch. And he was like, yo, you do any content for YouTube? I was like, nah, like I don't know how to edit videos or anything. He was like, oh, you don't know how to edit videos? Like I can just go and edit for them. And I was like, what? So like, you know, we did like a couple of test trials and stuff like that. But I was like, you know what? Like now that I have like my first official like edited YouTube video, like, you know, maybe I could try to do this whole like YouTube journey. And he was helping me out for a bit until just me and him, we just didn't agree on like putting out the same type of content. You know, I wanted to do more Let's Play stuff, and he wanted to do more like multiplayer like party games and stuff like that. So, you know, I was okay, and unfortunately I had to let him go, but I still thank him. At least with getting me started with YouTube and everything. I think he's actually doing pretty well right now, because he started his own channel and everything like that. And then I gotta thank the editor that I have now. I mean, I've been with him for, I want to say like over a year now. It's been over a year now that I've been with him. You know, we've had our obstacles, but he's been a really good friend to me. He's been a really good friend to me. He's been helping out with all my videos, and definitely helping me out with my most viral videos. I mean, like, what, I got like a video that has like 16K views on it and everything like that, which is kind of crazy to me. I did not think I was gonna get that many views in it, but I just want to thank him for all the support he's given to me and helping me make these videos and stuff like that too. Today I kind of want to go and do like this whole Q&A thing. I know I went and I made like a post or two on YouTube, and I also made a post on Twitter, just like any questions that you guys like have for me, so you guys get to know me like a little bit more, you know. Like I want to try to get to like know each other, you know, especially like if you guys go and comment, like I'm definitely going to try to respond back, you know, as much as possible. So yeah, I just, I figured, you guys get to know me a little bit more, and just like, get a peep into my life or my goals or whatnot. So yeah, let's get started. So the first question comes from HETM from Twitter, and he says, if money was no problem and you could buy anything, what are 3 things you would do first? And honestly, I would definitely like donate like a lot of my money. Like if I was rich, like filthy, I would donate like a lot of my money. Like I grew up really poor, so I would definitely help out like a bunch of like families. I would help out homeless people. I would send money to like charities and stuff like that. So if I was gonna like put that all in like one category, I would say it would definitely be that, because I'm not really selfish when it comes to money, and like at least for myself, it's not like I need a lot of things. I mean, like I have everything. Like I'm okay with the stuff that I have now. Like I don't really need like a whole new like camera or anything like too crazy, but I guess if I was gonna put that in a category, it would just be like donating like a bunch of money. And then with the second thing I would do, I would probably just get myself a house. I mean, I've been, with my roommate for I want to say maybe like 3-4 years now, and it's been good. I have no problem with staying with my roommate, but hey, my own place would be kind of cool, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess, right? And then other than that, I would buy myself a trip to New Zealand, because I've always wanted to go to New Zealand, and I don't know if it's because Crash Bandicoot kind of is around that area or not, or if it's just like the beautiful like environment, but I've always wanted to go. Man, they got clear waters. You could drop a penny in that water and you can see the bottom of it at the bottom of the ocean. Like that's kind of crazy. But now I always wanted to go to New Zealand. That's actually where I want my ashes at when I pass away. If I do ashes. So yeah. All right. So the second question comes from Xylod from Twitter, and he says, "What's the genre of games that would never be on my radar but that I would want to play?" I want to say that would be RPG games, because I don't really play a lot of RPG games, and I do try them every now and then. So I guess like Dragon Quest, and I want to try some Final Fantasy, and just like stuff like that, So the third question is from Jeremiah from Twitter, and he says, what are your coping mechanisms during a stressful period? Now, when I'm usually stressed, like if I'm like really, really stressed, I kind of take long walks. I know it kind of sounds weird, but like I would take long walks like in some sort of like nature, like especially where there's like a lot of like trees or like landscape and stuff like that. And I know like sometimes it's really hard, like especially like when you live in a city, but like sometimes like I like to go to a park too, and just like think about a bunch of things, and try to think of like a brighter side to things, and then other than that, it's just like sometimes I'll eat ice cream. I don't know, for some reason ice cream's like sweet and cool, so like I don't know, for some reason it kind of helps me out a bit. But like definitely like taking like a really long walk kind of just like helps me out. Taking a break from like internet and stuff like that too also helps out too. So yeah, that would be one of my coping mechanisms that I would do. All right, so the third question comes from Mikey the Prince from YouTube, and he says, what got me into content creation and cosplaying? So with content creation, I don't know, like I've always wanted to do content creation, like ever since like school, like since I've been in like middle school and high school and stuff like that. I've always wanted to go and do content creation. I mean, like after seeing, like I used to watch PewDiePie in the past and Markiplier, and especially Vanoss. I used to watch a bunch of like Vanoss videos, like when he went and he started doing like all like the GTA videos and stuff like that, or like when everybody was doing like prompt hunt and stuff like that back in the day. I used to want to go and do that. I was like, wow, like people can go and like make money just for like playing games on YouTube. Like that's pretty cool. Like I want to go and try that. And like back then it was just like I was still like a kid at the time, and pretty much I didn't really have any like equipment like that, so like the equipment kind of like stopped me from creating content for a while. And then again, it wasn't until recently to where like my boy Ivan would constantly be like, yo, like you should definitely make like a YouTube channel and stuff like that. And just like other people saying like, yo, like you're funny, like you should start making content. And yeah, like first I went and I made my Twitch. I want to say I made my Twitch like back in like what, 2018, I believe. And then afterwards, you know, my YouTube being in 2022. And then with cosplaying, I didn't get into cosplaying until, yeah, also 2018. I went to PAX East for my first time in 2018. And I went there to go and meet my boy Jerry. And I was like, man, like, I'm so excited to meet like Jeremiah Isaiah, because I used to be a really big fan of Jerry back in the day, like when I was young. Like, even though it's kind of crazy because we're literally like around the same age, but I used to watch like all of his PlayStation All-Stars videos and his like Crash Bandicoot videos, and I used to watch them all the time. And I was like, man, like it would be really cool to see Jerry in person. So basically when I went to PAX, I went and, you know, I dressed up as a gorilla because I thought it would be funny, you know, with my name being AcidMonkeyKart, just dress up as like a monkey or a gorilla and then like meet him there or whatever. But when I went to PAX, man, that kind of like opened my eyes to like the possibilities of like cosplaying, because like I didn't know so many people were like into cosplaying, because I saw so many cool cosplays at PAX East, and I was like, wow. I was like, I know I'm just a gorilla right now, but like I want to do something like this. I want to go and like do more like cosplays and stuff like that. So pretty much like the next year in 2019, I was like, I want to do something cool. So I ended up cosplaying as, I want to say like Spider-Man like the next year. And I think I cosplayed as Beast Boy 2 in 2019. So yeah. All right, so this question comes from Star Raider from YouTube, also known as Frosty, because he's my boy. So he says, what are my top 5 favorite animes? Bro, I watch so many animes, like I don't even know. It would probably be Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, Hunter x Hunter, because I really enjoyed that anime too. Fairy Tail, which everybody dogs on, but like, bro, like the first like good 4 seasons or like up to like a certain point of Fairy Tail, yo, it was heat, okay? I know everybody clowning me right now, but it is what it is. And then I want to say my 5th one would probably be Death Note. I used to love Death Note. It was like Death Note and Rosario Vampire, if you guys know it. That's what got me into anime. Those 2 animes is what got me into anime. So yeah, I don't really know like a specific order, but I would say that's probably my top 5 anime that I enjoy. So here's a question from Master K from YouTube, and he says, what are my goals for this channel or just in life in general? So I kind of want to get to the point to where pretty much I'm cool with everybody who like subscribes to the channel and just kind of like hangs out and stuff. Like I want to be more of like a welcoming channel, you know? I mean, like granted, like I do play horror games, but like I want it to feel like you guys are with me like as I go and I play these horror games and stuff like that. You know, like I want to get to the point to where like Corey Kenshin is, you know? I mean, like I use him as an example because I also watch a lot of Corey Kenshin too. And like how he does in his videos, like he likes to talk to his viewers a lot and basically like makes you feel like, you know, like you're in his room, like you're in his setup and stuff like that. So that's kind of like the relationship I want with you guys, you know? I just want to be cool. Like I can basically hang out with any one of you guys and, you know, we all be chill and stuff like that. And if we're talking about like subscribers or whatnot, I want to reach 50K. That is my goal. I know you might be like, hold on, man, you should try to reach 100K or like a million or something like that. And I mean, like, yeah, you know, like it would be great. Like, you know, I'm not saying like it wouldn't be great, but I feel like at 50K, like I would feel like a more established YouTuber, you know? Like with 50K, I'm like, okay, that can be life-changing. You know, my goal in life is just to be able to help people. I mean, like, I want to try to help as many people as possible. You know, I am a man with one goal and one mission, and that's to make everybody's life better. And that's pretty much it. But, if we're talking about career-wise, it's either I want to get into animation, which I want to do like video games and stuff like that, and I hope people enjoy the video games that I make, or I can just be a YouTuber and make people laugh. So yeah. All right, so here's a question that comes from It's a Verity, and she says, what is my favorite horror game and which would I recommend to most people? Now, this horror game that I'm gonna recommend is a pretty old horror game, and not a lot of people's really heard about this game, but I would recommend Hunters the Reckoning, or just like anything in like the Hunters like Reckoning series. I played the game when I was a kid. It's like this horror game to where it's kind of like a little bit of like an overtop view of it. It was based on like an old like role-playing game pretty much, but it's a horror game where you're like these hunters and you're like fighting all like these demons and like enemies and stuff like that, pretty much trying to like save the world from like this invasion pretty much. And there's like 3 games to the series, and it's 4 players too. It's like a 4-player like co-op, and you can go and play. And I think it came out in like 2002. It should be on like Xbox and GameCube, of course, but I would definitely recommend that game to people. I think you guys would enjoy it. They have some pretty memorable bosses. There was like this boss that was like a teddy bear. It was like this little girl, she was holding like a teddy bear, and then the teddy bear ends up being like possessed and like turns big, and you gotta fight it. And that's like one of like the first or second bosses in that game. There was another boss to where pretty much it was like Krampus, like before Krampus was like super big, but like it was like the Santa Claus that like ended up being like this like demon or whatnot and like kidnapping people. So yeah, that is a horror game that I would definitely recommend, is Hunters the Reckoning. So another question from It's Severity is, am I looking forward to any specific games coming up this year or next year? At least for this year, what I'm looking forward to, like I know they don't really sound like horror games, but I'm looking forward to Mario Party Jamboree. I mean, I'm pretty excited for that. And I want to see how that comes out. GTA 6, man, GTA 6 is gonna be fire. I'm actually gonna try to make a bunch of videos on that too, but I mean, I might make some videos on Mario Party as well, but like I'm thinking about making a bunch of videos on GTA 6. That would be pretty cool. But other than that, I don't think there's any like major games that I'm like looking forward to. Like as of like nowadays, there isn't really a lot of games that kind of like pique my interest like that. I feel like gaming's kind of like been going down as of lately. I think I might check out the new Doom that's gonna come out, which would be pretty cool. I know there's like a new Gears of War that was gonna come out too, which they haven't had Gears of War in a while. I don't really play Metroid Prime like that, but I do wanna try out the Metroid series, see how that is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So some of the other questions that you guys went and asked, I kind of already answered them with some previous questions, so I am sorry about that. But I do want to try to see if maybe I can do some sort of like game series, either like within the niche or outside of the niche. I was thinking more of like Alien Isolation or maybe Silent Hill, because I never played those games, or something outside of my niche, kind of like Life is Strange or Red Dead Redemption. So it would be really helpful if you guys comment in the comment section down below, and just let me know like what you guys are more so into and what you guys would watch more episodes of. But yeah, again, I want to say thank you for getting us to 1K. This is the first step, man. This is the first step to success. After this, we're only just gonna get greater from here. So yeah, I hope to see you guys in another video. Peace.